Hi everyone.
Hi, Miss.
Hi, Miss.
Hello. How are you doing?
Fine, and you?
Fine, thanks. How was your recess? How was your recess week?
Very good, Miss.
Very good. Too short?
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you have rested. You could have had a good sleep and rest.
Yes.
I hope
Not too much.
not
Oof.
very. No, just
No,
why not?
no, my last night, I'm still very exhausted
Exhausted?
because my cat had surgery last Sunday,
What happened to your cat?
because he had a femur fracture,
Yeah.
and apparently
Mhm.
in a cat fight, he fell from the ceiling, and
He fell out of the roof.
No, the ceiling from
The
my
ceiling.
from my house in the el techo.
Yeah, but the ceiling is, I don't think it's probably the roof. The ceiling is, for example, now I am in my living room and I am looking at the ceiling. The ceiling is
Okay.
inside, right?
Yes.
But from
the roof.
outside, you talk about the roof.
Yes, the roof
Okay.
in outside.
Yeah, but a cat, I mean, it's a cat, right?
Yes, my
But
kitty,
cats
my
are
cat.
supposed to be able to survive to any fall or no?
Yes. He has fine. He now, today he has a control,
Okay.
and he's fine. Yes.
Yeah.
But he made me very sad and
Sure.
preocupada,
Worried
worried. But
about it.
he's fine
But this
now.
is the first time I hear about a cat having a fracture or I don't know, a bone broken.
Yes, it was a very complicated surgery. Yes,
Uh-huh.
because the doctor put into the bone
Uh-huh.
un fierro.
A piece of iron.
Yes, and in 2 months, the doctor will to remove el fierro.
Will remove the iron.
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
it was a very complicated thing.
And the last night I had to sleep in my living room.
Yeah.
with my cat, because he not can be in the box.
Yeah, he cannot be there. Ooh,
Yes.
complicated
So,
thing.
lo tenemos en el sillón.
Sorry, ¿lo tenemos qué?
Lo tenemos como en el sillón. Ahí lo estamos cuidando.
Okay, but he will recover probably.
Yes.
Okay, sorry to hear about your cat, Jocelyn. Well,
thank you.
I could see that this group was the best group of all my courses because you were the only students that at least downloaded the material I sent you. So that was very good. I hope you could have studied it and had a look at it. Is there any comment or question about that material? No?
We're gonna do the workplay.
Nicholas?
Yes, miss. We're gonna do the workplay.
Nicholas, can you speak more loudly, please, because I can hardly...
Sorry. We're gonna do the role play.
We're gonna do what?
The role play.
The role play.
Yes, in the final chapter.
Yes.
Hay una actividad de role play.
Let me see. Let me have a look at it. Wait. There were two pieces of wait. The expensive taste, is that the one you're talking about?
Yes, miss.
Yeah, let me have a look at it. The other one was reading comprehension about Seville oranges. Yeah, here you had to read. Here you had to, yeah, this is something that you had to study. I mean, the different vocabulary used when you want to express opinions about it, yes? No, we are not going to do this opinion, but we are going to do, I mean, we're going to practice opinions about other things, other topics, yes? Even though we could choose, well, yeah, my topic is another one. Yeah, but we could, wait a minute, we're going to do it at the end, okay? First, I would like to do this part because it's listening and talking. So we're going to do this later on. Is that okay? But the same thing, I mean, in the same case, you're going to give opinions and put I want you to use all the vocabulary you studied into the topic, okay? So first, I will ask you to not to watch, to listen to 3 people talking about their situations. I mean, the 3 people are immigrants in the UK, in England. So I want you to listen to each of them. I want you to take notes, and then we're going to discuss the topic. Is that okay? Do you understand?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. Let me go to...
Unit 1, page 10.
Sorry, you will listen to the tape twice, okay? Here we go.
Faten.
I'm from Tunisia. I came to London when I got married to Faisal. I met him in Tunisia. He was born in London, but his family used to go to Tunisia every year on holiday to stay with his uncle, who lived in Tunis. My father knew his uncle, so that's how we got to know
Miss,
each other.
Yes?
We went out.
I think that we cannot hear it.
Come on.
Yes, me too.
No? My goodness, again. But this is the only group. I don't know why. Let me see. What's up?
I think is an option in Zoom to share the audio, but I don't know where it is. But I think it's in share screen, but in the configure.
At the bottom of that, share computer sound, optimize. Yeah. No, it's on.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But let me see if I can. Let me see if I yesterday. But it's strange because it's the only group. I haven't done. Okay, let's try again. Wait.
Unit 1, page 10. Faten.
Can you hear there?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Everybody?
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Yes, Miss.
I'm from Tunisia. I came to London when I got married to Faisal. I met him in Tunisia. He was born in London, but his family used to go to Tunisia every year on holiday to stay with his uncle, who lived in Tunis. My father knew his uncle, so that's how we got to know each other. We went out together every summer when he was there. I really like it here most of the time, but I miss the food in my country and the people. Back home in Tunisia, we visit each other's houses more than people do here in the UK. We cook for each other and share things more. I think we're more friendly and generous. Anyway, 2 of my sisters also now live here in London, and my children go to school here, and they have lots of British friends. It's good, and of course they grow up knowing another language.
I'm from Vietnam originally. I came over here about 25 years ago to escape the problems in my country. Back home in Vietnam, I was a doctor, but when I wanted to work here, they told me I had to get a British degree. The problem was I lost everything when I came here. I didn't have enough money to study, and I needed to support my wife and children. To begin with, I worked in 2 different places. I did cleaning jobs during the day, and at night I worked in a pizza takeaway. I hated it, but after a few years, I saved up enough money to do a nursing course, and now I work in a big local hospital.
Ian.
I was born in the north of England and grew up there. The factory I was working in closed down, and so I lost my job. I couldn't find another job. There was a lot of unemployment in my town at the time, so I decided to come here to look for work. I moved down to London around 10 years ago. I got a job painting people's houses, and I've been doing that since then. 5 years ago, I started doing a part-time degree. I work during the day and go to classes in the evenings. I'm going to finish in June this year. I hope I can get a better job after I graduate.
Okay, once again.
Yes, please.
Unit 1, page 10. Faten.
I'm from Tunisia. I came to London when I got married to Faisal. I met him in Tunisia. He was born in London, but his family used to go to Tunisia every year on holiday to stay with his uncle, who lived in Tunis. My father knew his uncle, so that's how we got to know each other. We went out together every summer when he was there. I really like it here most of the time, but I miss the food in my country and the people. Back home in Tunisia, we visit each other's houses more than people do here in the UK. We cook for each other and share things more. I think we're more friendly and generous. Anyway, 2 of my sisters also now live here in London, and my children go to school here, and they have lots of British friends. It's good, and of course they grow up knowing another language.
I'm from Vietnam originally. I came over here about 25 years ago to escape the problems in my country. Back home in Vietnam, I was a doctor, but when I wanted to work here, they told me I had to get a British degree. The problem was I lost everything when I came here. I didn't have enough money to study, and I needed to support my wife and children. To begin with, I worked in 2 different places. I did cleaning jobs during the day, and at night I worked in a pizza takeaway. I hated it, But after a few years, I saved up enough money to do a nursing course. And now I work in a big local hospital.
Ian.
I was born in the north of England and grew up there. The factory I was working in closed down, and so I lost my job. I couldn't find another job. There was a lot of unemployment in my town at the time, so I decided to come here to look for work. I moved down to London around 10 years ago. I got a job painting people's houses, and I've been doing that since then. 5 years ago, I started doing a part-time degree. I work during the day and go to classes in the evenings. I'm going to finish in June this year. I hope I can get a better job after I graduate.
Okay. Okay. How was it? Good? I hope so. Well, let's see the first one, the lady, Fatim. Where is she from? Remember to use your the icons to exactly, Sophia. Sophia, where is she from? Sophia? Yes.
Yeah, she's from, I can't pronounce this. I didn't listen good where she's from.
But you raised your hand or not? Was it Paulina?
No, was
Paulina?
Yeah, that's me.
Sorry, Paulina. I took yeah, okay, I took off my glasses. Okay, sorry, Paulina. I thought it was Sophia. Paulina, where is she from?
She's from Indonesia.
Not exactly. Similar, but not similar in pronunciation, but it's not Indonesia. Moises, where is she from?
She's from Tunisia.
Okay, very good. She's from Tunisia. Let's see. Wait a minute. Let me enlarge this. Tunisia. Where is Tunisia? Well, I don't know why the chat letter is very small. I don't know how to enlarge that. Well, everything is strange today in this. Okay. Tunisia. Where is Tunisia, Moises? Do you know?
Africa, Miss. No.
It's Nicolas. Sorry, Nicolas, you said it?
I
Where is
think
Tunisia?
this country is in Africa.
It's in Africa, right. Whereabouts in Africa do you know? Or near what other countries?
No, for the name, names, only names, no position or thing like that.
Okay. Gonzalo?
It's in Northern Africa.
It's in the north of Africa, right.
Near
in the
Italy.
north. Very good. Well, let's see. Well, she's from Tunisia. And why did she move to London? Why did she move to London? Nicolas Tapia?
Yes, she came to London when she got married.
Okay, when she got married. I mean, who did she get married to? I mean,
What?
no, sorry. It's a stupid question. I mean, she got married to somebody, yeah. And where was that person from? Where was her husband from?
His husband is from London, but
Okay, her husband.
he's from London.
Her husband is from London.
And he came to Tunisia because he has family in that country.
Okay, so he went to Tunisia because he has some family there. Okay, yeah. Okay, now does she like England? Does she like England? Francisca?
so.
Why? Can you explain that, please?
Because she missed their friends and their food, and
She leaves?
no, miss, o sea,
She misses, okay. Yeah.
And in their country, in Tunisia, the people, it's more friend, o sea, more oh, he missed their friends and food, and
yeah, she misses her friends and food. Yeah, and well, okay, yeah, but is there anything else that she misses or she doesn't like about England in comparison to her own country? Nicole?
She says the people in her country, where she was from, is more friendly and closer. It's not too, I don't know how to say cold, but
Yeah, right. Yeah.
The England people for her is more cold people, less emotional, I think, less friendly.
Okay, yeah. Definitely she thinks that people in her country are more friendly. Oh my, you can't imagine the size of the letter. More friendly, also more, she didn't say emotional, but she said generous. Yeah? Yeah, but the idea is that people in England are colder. When you talk about, in English, when you use the word people, you always have to put it in plural. You say people are colder, okay? No, people is, people are, different from Spanish. Okay, okay, good. Does she think there is something good in England for her? Is there anything good for her in England? Sophia?
Maybe she has her sister living there.
Sorry, she has what?
Maybe she has her sister living there.
Okay, first of all, she has a sister living there, so it's near her. Okay. Araceli?
She likes her, her sons, knows another language.
Okay, okay. She likes her children to learn a foreign language, yeah? Anything else? How many children does she have, by the way? Do you remember? No? Okay, 2.
No.
Just in case. Okay, let's see the second guy. Hum is his name. Where is he from? Samuel?
He from Vietnam?
He's from Vietnam. So what is his nationality? He's from Vietnam?
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese, very good, Vietnamese. Okay. Okay. What did he do in Vietnam, Sophia?
He was a doctor.
He was a doctor in Vietnam, right?
Yeah.
And why did he leave Vietnam?
He escaped from there.
He escaped. Why did he escape?
I don't remember.
No, he didn't say that.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Valentina? Why did he escape? Valentina, no? Let's see, Javiera and then Moises. Javiera?
Because in his country were problems there.
His country had problems. What kind of
Yes,
problems?
had. I don't know it, but maybe wars.
Maybe what?
I think wars.
Wars. Yeah.
Or guerras, maybe.
War.
I think.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. Moises, can you say something else?
No.
No? When you say wars, do you mean different wars? How many wars? Against whom?
Sorry, was your
You
question?
said that there were war. I mean, the reasons why he escaped is because there were wars, in plural. So wars, how many wars? Wars, civil wars, wars against another country. What type of war? I don't know what type, but can you say something else about those wars? Vietnam was always in the news for many years. Moises?
The war with United States.
Okay, the war, yeah. Well, it was with and against the United States. Okay, yeah. It was famous. I mean, the country was divided in two parts, North and South. And the United States was supporting the South. Who do you think was supporting the North? What do you think?
Russia?
Sorry? Nicolas?
Russia?
Russia? Yeah,
Yes.
but at that time was the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union. Yeah. So we had, this was in the middle of the Cold War. So in the end, the war was between the Soviet Union and the United States. And they were in between. Okay. Do you know anything else about this war? Have you heard, have you seen it? There are many, many, many films about it. And if they are not about it, they talk about it or they mention something about Vietnam. Have you seen that?
I think it's maybe relationship, no, a relation with, how do you say petroleum?
Oil.
In English.
Oil.
Of how do you say recursos of the country?
Resources.
Resources of the country. Maybe United States was interested about the researchers on Vietnam.
Yeah. Okay. Any other opinion about it? This war has been one of the longest, not has been, was one of the longest wars during the 20th century. It lasted for about 30 years. No? Who won this war in the end? Who was the winner?
The north, I think, of Vietnam.
Yes, exactly, Paulina. The North Vietnam. Yes. So nowadays, what is the political system now in Vietnam nowadays?
I don't know how to say it, but no es socialista.
It is. No, not socialist, it's communist.
Mm.
Yeah. Haven't you ever met, because in Antumapo there are several people that have been to Vietnam because they have been working in, they have been studying and traveling in Australia or New Zealand, and it's very easy and cheap to go from New Zealand and Australia to Vietnam. Haven't you ever met anybody? Especially the people that are not, from the third year on, obviously. No?
No.
Sorry?
No.
No? There are several students. I have had several ones in classes that have been there. Yeah. So this is the situation in Vietnam. Well, we were talking about this guy who escaped from Vietnam to England, who was a doctor in Vietnam. When did he go to England? Or how long has he been in England for? Elena?
25 years ago.
Okay, he went to England 25 years ago, right. And what happened to him when he arrived in London, in England?
He lost everything.
Sorry, Elena, can you speak more loudly, please?
Ahí se escucha mejor, ¿no?
Yes.
Yeah. He lost everything because he needed a British degree.
Okay, right. So first of all, he couldn't work as a doctor because he needed a British degree. So what did he do in England?
He worked in cleaning jobs and in a pizza place at night,
Okay.
and the cleaning job during the day.
Okay, so he did cleaning jobs. What was the other job?
In a pizza place.
In a pizza takeaway. Huh? What is a pizza takeaway? What do you think it's?
I don't know.
The meaning of takeaway is it? Sorry.
Delivery.
It's not delivery. Pizza is a place where you go there, buy the pizza, and you take it home. You cannot sit there. It's not a pizza shop, and it's not delivery either.
Para llevar.
Exactly. Pizza takeaway. Okay, so does he continue working there? Does he continue working in these jobs?
No.
No. What does he do now?
After he could pay for nursing school and work in a hospital.
Okay, he works in a hospital. And does he work as a doctor?
I don't remember.
Sophia?
But he
No, like a nursing?
One at a time, please. Sophia?
So, like a nursing? Like a nurse?
Okay,
Nurse.
he works not like as a nurse because probably he graduated. He studied in a nursing school. Yeah.
What is the difference between like and as?
Very good question, Sophia. That was exactly what I was going to explain. Yeah. If you say he works, wait a minute. He works as a nurse and he works like a nurse. Does anybody know the difference? Wait, the letter is so small that I can. Does anybody know the difference? Anybody? No? When you say he works as a nurse, that means that he graduated as a nurse, he has his certificate, and he is a nurse. So he works as a nurse. When you say he works like a nurse, you mean that he is not a nurse with a certificate and all that, qualified as a nurse, but the work he does is similar to the work that a nurse would do, but he is not a nurse, properly speaking. Look at this. There is another example that probably will be clear. If you say he works as a slave, and he works like a slave. I think here the difference is clear. If you say he works as a slave, that means that he is a slave. But if you say he works like a slave, that means that you are comparing his work. He works very hard. So it's as much as a slave, but he's not a slave. He's a free man. Can you see the difference?
Yes, miss.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Good. So he works as a nurse. Okay? Good. Let's see the last one. Ian. Where is Ian from? Francisca?
He's from north of England.
From the north of England. Right. So what is his nationality? What do you think? Elena?
Scottish?
British. Yeah.
Oh.
He is British.
Oh, no.
Sorry?
No, I'm. Yeah. No.
No, he's British. Okay. And what did he do in his hometown? Elena? Elena?
No, me equivoqué al alzar la mano.
Okay. What did he do? Cristiana Reagada, you've been so silent. What did he do in his hometown? Cristian, can you hear me? No, Cristian is not here. Mireya, can you hear me?
He searched job.
No, but what did he do in his hometown?
I don't know.
England? No? Don't you remember?
No.
Maria Victoria, do you remember?
No, I don't remember.
Gonzalo?
He worked in a factory.
He worked in a factory, right. And what happened? What happened with the factory?
I don't know if I listen well, but I think the factory exploded.
Exactly. The factory closed down. What's the meaning of closed down?
Broke?
Cerró, quebró.
Exactly. I mean, can you give me a synonym of closed down?
Bankruptcy?
Okay, one possibility is that they went into bankruptcy. Bankruptcy. Okay, they went broke, even though, well, yeah, you can say that for people also, they went broke. They went into bankruptcy, they went broke. Yes, okay. They close, when you say they closed down, that means that they closed forever. I mean, because of economic problems. Many shops have closed down in these last 2 years, or in this last latest month, okay? Well, and so what did he do then? What did he do when his factory closed down? Jocelyn, you have been very quiet.
Yes, because the last Ian, I can hear very well.
Okay, right. Who can answer that? I mean, what did he do when he lost his job? Elena?
He painted people houses.
I'm sorry? Can you repeat it, please?
He painted people houses.
He painted people's houses. Where?
There? It's fine, the audio?
Yes, it's okay. Where did
In
he
London.
paint? Let's see, Gonzalo?
In London. I think
London, okay.
internet is bad.
In London? Gonzalo?
Yeah, the same. He go from London, England to London and to seek job and start painting house.
Okay, so first of all, he moved
Yes, yes.
into London. Okay, when was that? Do you remember?
10 years ago?
10 years ago, right. So he started painting people's houses. And what has he done in recent times?
He started a part-time degree, studying for a part-time degree.
He's studying a part-time degree. What are his expectations? Jocelyn?
To finish in June this year. That is that can I hear.
What you got? Okay. Any other anything else to say about his expectations? No? Okay. Let's see. Now I will ask you to listen again, but this time you're going to read the script. Read and listen at the same time, okay? Let me... sorry, this is in your courses, if I'm not wrong. Wait. Yeah, please go to Material Docente, Immigrants. That's the name of the file, please. Okay, I will. Are you ready to listen now?
Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
We are going to...
Unit 1, page 10. Father.
I'm from Tunisia. I came to London when I got married to Faisal. I met him in Tunisia. He was born in London, but his family used to go to Tunisia every year on holiday to stay with his uncle, who lived in Tunis. My father knew his uncle, so that's how we got to know each other. We went out together every summer when he was there. I really like it here most of the time, but I miss the food in my country and the people. Back home in Tunisia, we visit each other's houses more than people do here in the UK.
Let's suppose that we should hear the...
Yes, you're supposed to be listening, no?
Sorry, listen. I don't
Can't you listen?
Anything.
So how many people can't listen?
I can listen too.
I can listen.
Me too.
Me
You
too.
cannot listen?
No.
Me too.
Okay.
No.
Let's see again. When I share my screen is when there is a problem, I think. Let me see. Let's see now.
Unit 1, page 10.
Can you hear there?
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Okay.
I came to
Thank you.
London when I got married to Faisal. I met him in Tunisia. He was born in London, but his family used to go to Tunisia every year on holiday to stay with his uncle, who lived in Tunis. My father knew his uncle, so that's how we got to know each other. We went out together every summer when he was there. I really like it here most of the time, but I miss the food in my country and the people. Back home in Tunisia, we visit each other's houses more than people do here in the UK. We cook for each other and share things more. I think we're more friendly and generous. Anyway, 2 of my sisters also now live here in London, and my children go to school here, and they have lots of British friends. It's good, and of course they grow up knowing another language.
Hung. I'm from Vietnam originally. I came over here about 25 years ago to escape the problems in my country. Back home in Vietnam, I was a doctor, but when I wanted to work here, they told me I had to get a British degree. The problem was I lost everything when I came here. I didn't have enough money to study, and I needed to support my wife and children. To begin with, I worked in 2 different places. I did cleaning jobs during the day, and at night I worked in a pizza takeaway. I hated it, but after a few years, I saved up enough money to do a nursing course, and now I work in a big local hospital.
Ian.
I was born in the north of England and grew up there. The factory I was working in closed down, and so I lost my job. I couldn't find another job. There was a lot of unemployment in my town at the time, so I decided to come here to look for work. I moved down to London around 10 years ago. I got a job painting people's houses, and I've been doing that since then. 5 years ago, I started doing a part-time degree. I work during the day and go to classes in the evenings. I'm going to finish in June this year. I hope I can get a better job after I graduate.
Okay. Okay. Any questions, any comments about the reading? No? Okay.
No.
Jocelyn?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, Nicholas?
I want to know what mean. Wait a second. To begin with. To begin with.
Which of them? Nicholas?
What means?
Which of them? Fatem, Ham, or Ian?
Hank.
Yeah?
I wrote in the chat the...
To begin with, para empezar.
Thank you, Miss.
Yes? Any other question? No? Okay. So here we have 3 different people, 3 different situations. Okay. In your opinion, which of them is in the best situation? Which of them is in the best situation? Sorry, Nicholas?
Satan.
Why?
Because when she talk about his, she don't talk about serious problem or economic problems, only social problem, but no so bad. It's more like he prefer his country.
She prefers her country than England.
Yes.
Okay, so she has sort of adaptation problems more than money problems. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Any other opinion? Do you all agree with Nicholas?
Maybe it's relative.
Sorry, Moises?
My connection is bad.
Sorry, I cannot hear you well. Can you repeat it, please? Moises? Moises, can you repeat it, please? Okay, you have a problem with connection. But could you try again?
Now,
Yeah, okay, perfect.
I think it's relative because one has a problem, economic problems, maybe, another personal problems.
Yeah, but all in all, I mean, if you make...
I think it's relative because I don't know cómo le afecta a cada uno. Eso quiero decir.
Yeah, but you don't say it's right. It depends. It depends on how the situation affects them. I mean, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Let's see, Camila. What do you think? Camila Castillo, you raise your hand.
Yes, miss, but pucha, no sé cómo decirlo, pero yo quería decir lo que iba a decir la persona anterior. Es que por la conexión lo iba a decir yo por él.
Okay. Yeah. Any other opinion? Cristian, you're so quiet. Cristiana Regalada. There are some ghost students. Yeah. Javiera? Jocelyn, Javiera and then Jocelyn, okay? Javiera, what do you think?
I think that the problems that have Hong and Ian are worse than the problems that have Faden, because she has people who support her, but the Hong and Ian have or had problems that risk their lives.
Yeah.
I think. Like, for example, the war in Hong's situation.
Yeah.
His life was in risk.
Yeah.
But Faden, she has family in the two parts, and she can go. She can go to Tunisia and London.
Yeah.
I think that's my opinion.
What about Ian? I mean, in what way do you think his life is at risk or was at risk?
I think because he didn't have work, and if he doesn't have a work, he doesn't have money, I think.
Okay. Okay. In that sense, they are in more dangerous situations. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Jocelyn, what do you think?
I think that actually who the one is in better situation is Hank, but because he's working on what he did before in Vietnam.
Yeah.
So he's a doctor before, and
but now he's not
after. But he was working in a hospital.
Hospital, in a hospital, yeah.
Yes, in a big hospital.
Yeah.
Luego que pasaron años, pero.
So
But
you think that he is better than Fatima and Ian?
Yes, he started in a very bad situation, but now he's better, I think.
Okay. How do you say when you start from the very, very bottom? I mean, especially talking about money. I mean, do you know any expression to say that? It's an expression that is usually used in many films and sitcoms and all that, no? From scratch. You start from scratch, yeah? So he started from scratch, right? So different opinions about who is in the worst situation. No, sorry, in the best situation. Well, now who is in the worst situation? What do you think? Who is in the worst situation?
Han? No, perdón, sorry.
Nicole? Nicole and then Gonzalo.
I think it depends of the time we're talking about, because in the beginning, the worst was the guy from Vietnam. I don't remember the name, because he started with nothing. But then he got a job, a decent job, in a hospital. But if we talking about in more time, I think, I don't know how to say that. But the second guy, I really bad with the names. I'm sorry. Who work in a fabric. He's in a factory. He's not yet. He hasn't. No, he don't have yet a decent work in a long time.
He doesn't have a decent job. Be careful between the word job and work, because work is the activity, job is the position. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He don't have a decent job or work yet. In the contrary to the guy who works in the present in a hospital. I don't know if.
Okay, the Vietnamese. Okay, he doesn't have a job, a decent job. I mean, okay, good. Gonzalo, what do you think?
I think the same that the Ian is in the worst situation, because he don't have anything clear. He hoped to get a better job.
Sorry, you're talking about the British guy?
Yes, Ian.
Ian, yeah? Do you think he's in the worst situation?
Yes.
But I didn't understand why he's in the worst situation?
Because he don't have anything clear between aparte pintar casa.
Besides painting houses, yeah?
And he is trying to get a better job.
A better job, yeah. But he's the only one that is in his own country.
Yes, but now the Han and Faden, they are ready build their life in London. The Ian go to London to start from the scratch. He don't have. No. No, I go confused. Sorry.
Sorry? Yeah. Okay, so you think that the worst situation is for Ian?
Yes.
He doesn't have, he's starting from scratch. Is that what you said? What do you mean?
No, I confused the Han with the Ian. I confused.
The Vietnamese or the British guy?
I confused the Vietnamese with the British guy. The Vietnamese guy have to start to scratch, and the British guy, he have a family in England.
Okay, he has family. Yeah. So
I got confused.
Okay, so you think the Vietnamese is in the worst situation?
No. The British guy is in the worst situation.
Yeah.
Because he is still studying. He is still studying to get a better job. But the Vietnamese, ella estudió, no, he
from scratch, but now he has a certificate. He has a position. He has a. Is that what you mean? He has a job in the hospital. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Okay. Very good. Very good participation in. Well, not everybody, but I hope that in future classes more people can participate because this is the opportunity for you to talk. Let's see. Next class, I would like to, well, now we are on time, but I would like to divide the class in two parts. The first part, the first half an hour, I would like to finish this topic, especially with the topics that were pending from the material I uploaded, okay? I would like you to give me your opinions about let me share the screen, about the topics that were on the, oops. No. The ones about this one. Yes, about these topics, okay? This role play that was present on page 4 in the material I uploaded last week. So I will ask you to think about your opinions, I mean, in order to do this in the first part of the class, okay? For you to put in the vocabulary into practice about these topics. That will be the first part. And then the second part of the class, we're going to start with the instructions and some general ideas about the first post you're going to write, okay? You have to, first of all, you have to create your blogs. But I would like to start with that. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, any questions or comments? No? Okay, so see you next Thursday then. Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
See
Bye.
you.
Bye
See you,
bye.
guys.
Okay, bye
See
bye.
you.
I have a question.
Yes, who has a question?
Sophia,
Sophia?
the material that you give us, the name of the guardian?
No, it's Expensive Taste. That's the name.
Expensive.
It's
Taste.
in Material Docente.
Yeah, but you give us 3 materials.
Yeah, but the other material is you to read and do the comprehension exercises.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
The guardian, the part of the guardian.
Guardian.
Guardian. The guardian. The number 3 of the item 2.
Sorry, the number 3 what?
The number 3 of the tip item 2.
No, just the role play I told you in the.
No. I have a question in there.
Sorry.
I did all the material.
You read all the material?
Yes, and I did. I worked.
Okay.
The material. And I have a question. The number 3 of the item 2.
Item 2 keywords. Are we talking about the same?
Sorry. No, the guardian. The materials that the guardian.
La uno se pronuncia.
The guardian.
The guardian.
The orange?
Sorry.
About the oranges. Okay. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me open it. I can't remember what I uploaded last week. Number 3.
Is in the first page.
On the first page.
On the first page.
Intermediate number 1, warmer.
No.
Yes.
Item 2, number 3.
The process of making something clean by removing dirty or harmful substances.
Number 3.
This is number 3.
Ah, yeah. Sí,
Paragraph,
sorry.
paragraph 3.
3.
I will have to
Yeah.
read the paragraph again. Yeah?
I didn't find the keyword.
No?
No. I read so many times, but I didn't find.
Perhaps it isn't to the, wait a minute. Number 3, the process of making something clean by removing dirty. Can you let me look up the answer, and then you ask me again next class, because I need to look it up.
Okay.
And I have another class now. So I will write it down, and don't forget to ask me next class again. Yes?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
See you.
See you.
Have a good day.
The same to you.